Welcome to the Big Bad Shark Show. We are delighted to have a wonderful friend in the studio with us today, C3ltick. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Shark.
Now, as you can tell, C3ltick has a little bit of an accent, and you might recognize it as Australian. That's right. You are indeed born and bred in Australia. His words, not mine. Is that true?
Yep, born and bred Aussie.
How did your parents come to be there? Were they Aboriginals?
No, but I do actually have an ancestor that is part native Australian.
So, can you tell me some more about Australia?
I suppose to a lot of overseas people, it'd be the classic stereotypes of everything wants to kill you.
Yes.
And I'd say about 95% of that's true.
95%. So we're only exaggerating about a 5% difference there. Is that true?
About that, yes.
Yes. I am severely afraid of spiders. So for that reason alone, I just love looking at pictures and learning from afar. And what better way to do that than have somebody from that area? C3ltick, tell me about your family. What else do you know about your family history? Do you know much?
I've already gone through word of mouth from my father, but I know that on Dad's side especially, that some great distant ancestor can go back to the Spanish kings and queens.
Wow, that is fantastic. Do you have any ancestry, like an ancestry account? Have you delved into that?
Mum has, but it's been quite a while since I touched base with it.
Well, hopefully you'll revisit that. There's sometimes a wealth of knowledge that can be learned from looking in our past. What was the most interesting thing that you've learned about your family history outside of direct ancestry to Aboriginals and the kings and queens of Spain?
Well, the most interesting fact is that about 2 generations back on Dad's side, the family actually owned a pub that is still standing in, I believe, Ireland.
Oh, wow.
Yes, Irish ancestry, Scottish, and I believe German.
Oh, wow. Sounds like we could be related. So have you had a DNA test, or is this just by word of mouth within the family?
This is by word of mouth on my dad's side. I'm not too confident on my mother's side.
Have you been curious about looking into that and having a DNA test at all? Has that been something that you've thought about doing?
Yeah, I've really actually thought about it. It's definitely on my to-do list.
Definitely, yeah. So I hope you do it. I really do. I hope you do it. And I hope that I am able to be privy to that information. I call dibs for that interview. You let me know when you do your DNA. And we will do a reveal right here on the Big Bad Shark Show.
It's a deal.
Done. All right. So what are some things that you've done in your lifetime in Australia that you feel that we might look at and go, oh, but Australians are like, yeah, it's just another day?
Definitely I would have to say just living in Australia, because especially where I live currently, I'm more rural, so I'm about 30 k's outside of the nearest town. Being rural, you got multiple things: snakes, spiders.
Yeah.
Really.
Do you have farm animals out there, or do you like?
Yep. So, but back in the day, Dad used to run a couple of head of cattle, and we also legist animals every now and again too.
Oh, wow. So you guys did cattle, but you would sell them.
Yep.
So you raised them. Were they grass fed? How did you feed them?
Yep, so most of the time if we get a good wet season, which should probably be just your general storm. So the wet season is like our rainy months pretty much, and that's normally from anywhere between early November right through to about, I'd say, mid-March.
That's my hibernation season. What happens in the not wet season?
It normally dry as a bone. We normally don't get any. If we do get rain, it is only a little amount.
Okay, so it's a little drier and stuff.
Yeah.
So during the dry season, not much happens in terms of grass and farming stuff. But during the wet season, that's where you get your good money, good growth.
It's quite the opposite, really.
Really?
A lot of the farming tends to happen in the dry season, simply because of the amount of rain that we can get during the wet season.
Are you experiencing any of that right now where you are?
No, I'm thankfully up the top of Australia.
Okay. Higher ground.
So we're not higher ground, yes.
Okay. And what part are you in? I'll put a map up here or something.
Yep, so I'm in North Queensland. So we've got typical Queensland, which is, I'd say, takes up a good half a chunk of the North Territory of Australia.
Perfect. And that is out of the floods right now. Is that correct?
Yep. So pretty much all of Queensland is out of the floods currently. They did cop it last year though, so we had to send help.
Yeah. Now, what are some things that you like to do, C3ltick, for fun in Australia? What are the things that you get into besides farming and preparing land? You must do more than just getting wet in the wet seasons.
I'm an outdoorsman.
Mm-hmm.
So I like going for 4x4s, so off-roading, of course, hunting, just motorbike riding and camping in general.
Now, let me just tell you, you didn't really mention photographer on that list, did you?
No.
However, the Big Bad Shark has been very privy to see some of the beautiful shots that you've taken. Gorgeous. What I notice about these, C3ltick, is these angles and the way that you capture the image. That is a true artistic eye, and you really do capture amazing photographs, and you bring this beautiful piece of Australia to the rest of us. And I'm going to show a couple of those right here, right now. You didn't know that, did
Yep.
you? Aren't those beautiful? Just fantastic. See? So you should add photographer to that list. Trust me. The Big Bad Shark's never wrong.
Well, I'm going to have some more coming your way then.
I love it. Definitely. You also spoke about, the outdoorsy, is this something that you like to do with agriculture and knowing about the land?
Yes and no. Like, it's always beneficial to know about the land and the land you walk on. Say my car breaks down and I'm thousands of miles away from the nearest town.
Mm-hmm.
I have a bit of knowledge that I can live out there and make my way either back, wait for people to come.
I love it. C3ltick, right now. This is what you're going to do. Putting you on the spot. C3ltick's top 5 survival kit needs. What would you need? What's the best top 5 things to have if you were ever stranded on the side of the road? Anywhere, but especially in Australia, but anywhere.
Well, this one is majority for Australia, is definitely have at least a 2-litre bottle of water or a 2-litre container to hold water.
2-liter bottle. Right there, folks. Number 2.
Number 2, definitely always at least try and have a multi-tool, whether it be a Swiss Army knife or just an El Cheapo.
Number 2, have some kind of multi-tool, not an ex-husband. Number 3, unless they can do all of those tasks, then then it would count as a multi-tool. Go ahead.
So number 3, you always know, or at least try to know, what animals are dangerous to you.
Fascinating and often overlooked. Know your environment. Number 3. Number 4.
Number 4 is, I would definitely say, for those that are touring around Australia, always carry at least a 20-litre jerry can of either diesel, petrol, whatever.
Oh, like a gas can, like those big ones?
Yes, gas can, yeah.
Why?
Simply because it can get you out of a lot of strife, and it also can come in handy depending on what situation you find yourself in.
All right. You don't want to run out of gas. Okay, so number 4, extra gasoline. And number 5.
I'm going to try and get something a bit unusual this time around.
Okay, I love this.
Especially up in the north end where I am. Number 5, always be aware of any water body.
Really? What do you mean be aware? Like know where they are? Are they hidden? Is it like a portal you'll fly through and like, poof, water body?
No. It is when you actually stumble across a river, a billabong, or a pond, is in your case. Simply because there are a lot of saltwater crops.
Holy what? Wow. Really?
We are the devil's playground, as we like to say.
Yeah. So, wow, but you guys really do have it all there. What's something that's, if anybody's traveling to Australia, what is something that they should go and see for sure? For shizzle.
Nice, beautiful scenery, nature bound. Definitely would go see Uluru or Ayers Rock.
Nice.
And for the people that love beaches and all that, you can't go past Byron Bay or the sunny coast.
Nice. And are there sharks there? Because, I like to say hello to my own kind. Love sharks. I revere them. I have respect for them because they can, kill you. And that's how I identify as being a shark. One snap and no, I'm kidding. You're safe. Drink the water. Come on, drink it. Yeah. Well, Celtic, it's been a lovely, lovely conversation. I feel like I've learned a lot. Celtic, top 5 survival items to have with you. Those are actually fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Celtic, for being here. This has been fantastic, and we really do appreciate you being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for watching. And remember, swim safe, everyone. Swim safe. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you, Celtic. That was wonderful. You did a good job.
G'day guys, Celtic here. Don't forget to subscribe to Big Bad Shark and hit the like and follow.
Awesome! You're perfect. You're hired. Get your ass over here. All right. So
Hello.
let's go ahead and get a picture of you, sweet cheeks, over here. All right. Let's get your consent first, okay? Now, you do give consent to the Big Bad Shark Productions for this interview. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, now my camera is running now. From here on out, anything that you do say is fair game, okay? Wonderful. All right. Ooh. You're like, what are you doing in my wall?
Full body tracking. It's so good, but so cursed as well.
So let me show you around. Here's the board, first of all. Here's the lovely board.
Yep.
And as you can see, no, you get in this shot. You come in here. So as you can see, there's all the information you need, and then you can sit in these little shark chairs. Okay, get comfy. So now that we're backstage, and let me get your water. Can you please carry this with you at all times from here on out?
Sure.
Okay, thanks. It's the water. So, Celtic, now that you've had some time to relax and drink some water, you feeling more comfy about going on the show? And
yeah, I actually really look forward to this.
That's exciting. So you're not nervous at all. I didn't need to drug you with the water. You are Australian, correct? Just because you live in Australia.
Yep, born and bred.
Okay, I just didn't want to assume and be culturally insensitive.
No.
Okay, wonderful. You got a lot to live up to. You're the second Australian that I've interviewed on the show.
Really? Who was the first?
Bush pig.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he says a lot. Is that something that you like to say? Is that what you call friends?
That or mate.
Okay, well, we can go with mate. That's definitely doable. Abracadabra. Freeze! Look at that. The big bad shark's a magician. What? I didn't say you could. Unfreeze. Okay. Wow.
Sorry about that.
Houdini shark. Do you want a snap? Do you want a sandwich or something? A damn sandwich?
No, I'll just take the water, I think.
Yeah, it's got lots of drugs in it. Okay, come on, let's go. It looks like my producers are saying, tell me get off my ass and get to work. All right, let's go. C3ltick, let's go. Or likes and subscribes or whatever you want. Likes, loves, stock, whatever. Any of those work. I'm entertaining people with a story of bullshit. Okay, great job. I look like I'm terribly slouched here. Okay. Okay. You've got your drugged water. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I offered you some sandwiches upstairs, but you didn't want any of those. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it my cooking or is it
No.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Just making sure. I don't mean to offend.
I think I'm pretty sure I've seen you slipping some drugs in the back of it while you're at the back anyway.
We only usually drug the water. It just makes everybody a little bit more compliant. Anyway, now that we've got that out of the way, and my producers are reassuring me that there's no legal liability or issues with this because this is all in good fun. Just pretend. Yeah. Okay. Drink it. Anyway. Yeah. All right. Is it me? It's not me. Did I lose you? Are you there? Abracadabra, disappear! And that disappearing act was brought to you by the Big Bad Shark, Houdini Shark. Abra-sharkadabra! He's gone. I will invite you back. Talk about a cliffhanger. We will be right back after these messages. Come here. All right. Sorry about that little temper tantrum. I can't control myself sometimes. Bitches got me playing. Give me some vodka in this coffee! I'm just kidding, I don't drink vodka. But I love to stick with traditional red wine, red blend. I love them. They make my heart sing inside. It makes my body feel warm and toasty like yoga. My wine is yoga. That's what's really in this cup. If it's not coffee, because I like that too, it's going to be wine or water. That's it. Or tea. Celtic, that's all I drink. Okay, so let me just update you on a couple things that I've done while you disappeared. First of all, Houdini Shark came back and made you disappear. It was a marvelous, marvelous trick. I mean, thank you so much. And just think, I didn't even have to cut your body up into pieces or something in a box.
Yeah,
Really
just simply vanished.
Yeah, poof. I'm so magical. My siren voice brings all the boys to the yard, and my magic makes them disappear. I'm cracking myself up over here. I made you disappear. I kind of talked to myself a little bit, then got distracted, and then we're back here. So where we left off is you said the wet season, which is not the name of somebody's porn movie. Okay, ready? Go. You're going to choke it. I don't need you to aspirate. Come on, just drink this. Drink it. You're worse than a toddler, Celtic. Jesus. God. All right.
Because it would still be.
No. Come back to me. No. Are you there? You're blinking. Come back to me. I'm willing it. Really good positive vibe. How you fed the cows. I need to know. And that's just fascinating stuff right there, Celtic. Really, truly, you've just outdone yourself. I love how you're still blinking at me. Come back, Celtic. Come back. You will come back. I will make sure of it. That'll be awesome. High five. Yeah. Thank you so much for doing this, Celtic. I appreciate it.
No worries. Thank you very much.
Thank you. He's on fire. He's so explosive. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. I wanna tell you I love your way night and day. That's the yummy water. No Celtics were truly harmed in the making of this video.
Alright, so my connection timed out that time.
See, he's back. That's okay. It was the wet season now. That's what I was thinking. Wow, welcome back. This time, you exploded. And I'm going to see if I can try and play with that footage. And nobody was harmed. It's all fun. Okay.
I've had that many technical problems, it's only fair that you should have some.
I am the queen of technical problems.
If you got a good thing rolling, you might as well do it.
I got nothing else to do, so I might as well. What's wrong with laughing and having a good time and connecting us instead of dividing us? There's too much division out there.
Exactly.
I like bringing people together. Did you drink the water? Drink it all. We don't want to waste it.
Yes, sir.
This is expensive drugs. Come on. Drink it. Sucked in. You're going to be in one of my movies now. Awesome.
Thank you.